So you guys can give it up for the former world champion, Roy Jones Jr. It's fine.
In the house.
So we had you on the show a couple of weeks ago in Bristol, Connecticut, and you didn't make a pick, obviously, because you're calling the fight for HBO. So talk to us about, and we're going to analyze it with you. Give us the keys to the fight. What can we expect on Saturday?
Well, to me, the biggest keys are, for Mayweather, is the size factor. And people don't understand, by him already being the bigger fighter, he's probably going to be the more powerful fighter. People don't want to accept that, but that's just what the truth is. You understand? He's going to be the more powerful guy.
Don't say
now,
people.
Pacquiao,
this person does not accept that.
Pacquiao, on the other hand, is the guy who has the intangibles. He's a different type of a guy. His movement is different. He's southpaw. So that's his only chance to come in and be a factor in the fight. But right now, skill for skill, you got to go with Floyd. Intangible-wise, you can see Pacquiao having a chance.
All right. Stephen A.
Well, such brilliance.
Was it?
Such brilliance. I have no problem with anything that he said, but I will ask this question. Floyd is clearly the bigger fighter. He seems really, really strong. That don't have anything to do with your jaw, though. Is there anything that you've seen from Floyd that gives you an indication that he could be slower in this fight?
No, I don't think he'll be slower. You know, I moved up to heavyweight. I took all that speed right up there with me. You understand me? Was as powerful as ever, but was fast as ever. So I don't see Floyd having a little bit of a size advantage, or even picking up a few more pounds, maybe size-wise, slowing down at all.
Okay.
Roy, I will give you, when they faced off yesterday, when they met face-to-face once again, I was taken aback. Floyd is much bigger than Pacquiao is. Now, I don't know if Floyd's wearing elevator shoes or whatever, but, you know, he looks like he's almost 3 inches taller. He's listed as 2 inches taller with 5 inches more reach.
Yes,
is that what it is?
That is accurate.
But he looks about 3 inches taller.
Right.
Now, the problem I have with when you say he's stronger, I look at his record, and Stephen A. and I have gone back and forth about this. I thought it was a sucker punch knockout of Victor Ortiz when it was 3 years ago.
It was, but he deserved it. He brought it on himself.
All right, but he caught him flat-footed. But Victor was talking to the ref, and he gets rocked, and he's
after he had headbutted him on
all right,
purpose.
that's fine. I get that.
All right.
But that registered as 1 KO, and then I have to look all the way back for the next KO. 16 years to 1999, Justin Juco, some replacement who got thrown in a couple of weeks before the fight, is the last knockout by Floyd Mayweather Jr.
No, let him finish.
Yeah, but I'm talking about knocking the man out, not TKO, but
Did you see how bad?
knockout.
Did you see how hard Ricky had hit the canvas?
Yeah.
Did you see how hard
did you see what Pacquiao did to Ricky Hatton?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, he just destroyed him.
But did you see how hard Ricky hadn't hit the canvas when Floyd hit him?
Okay, is Floyd a knockout artist? No, he's not.
No, he's not. But let me tell you about Floyd. Floyd is a guy who's very economical. He brings what he needs to the dance. If it's not required a tuxedo, he ain't bring no tuxedo.
Okay. All right.
You understand me? So you got to know that. But don't think, but that don't mean he don't have it. That's the point. That's the point you got to realize. That does not mean that he doesn't have a tuxedo just because he doesn't show up in one.
Let me say this to you too, and tell me whether you agree with this or not, because I want to throw this at Skip. Manny Pacquiao's record is what? I believe it's 57-5-2.
57-5-2.
How many knockouts does he have? He has 38. Skip Bayless, that's 19 times he hasn't knocked somebody out. Floyd is 47-0. He has 26 knockouts. That's 21 times he hasn't knocked somebody out. So what I'm saying to you is that you talk about Manny as being this knockout artist. Manny's last knockout was of Hatton 5 years ago, 6 years ago. So I'm looking at you and I'm saying, well, wait a minute. The knockout percentages are almost the same. Almost the same.
I don't want to go back into the same topic we just did, but I told you that Freddie Roach has been concerned that Manny, since his conversion, has had numerous fighters in trouble and has not put them down the way he should have.
And other people would say that Manny Pacquiao is considerably smaller than he used to be.
You can, and he is smaller than he used to be. I agree. He looks pretty fit to me. He looks strong to me. And all the common opponents, all of them talk about how the impact they felt from Manny's punches was much stronger than what they felt from Floyd. All of them, starting with Cotto. He says, I've never been hit the way I was hit by Manny Pacquiao.
Back in the day.
Before the conversion, before Victor Conte got let go, when he was a much bigger looking apparent guy too, he's not even as apparently big as he was then now. So people have to wonder. You understand me? Okay. Not only that,
That's fair.
Like I said, with Pacquiao, he was a guy who was always a smaller guy coming up. You know, a small guy, most time with small guy syndrome, they got to fight harder to make people respect him. Floyd was never a small guy fighting. He was always good for the weight class that he was in. So he didn't have to have that mentality.
Let's stay right there. Question. Does the fact that Floyd Mayweather, he's been in the ring against Miguel Cotto, he's been in the ring against Canelo Alvarez, he's been in the ring against Oscar De La Hoya, usually Floyd is the smaller guy, or at least recently. My question to you is the fact that he's the bigger guy now, literally taller as well as bigger, presumably stronger, could that work against Floyd?
No, it won't work against Floyd because Floyd is not the one who has to be worried about avoiding Pacquiao. Pacquiao's strong, but like you said, Pacquiao knocked somebody out in 5 years either.
What about those legs that Pacquiao has on him? Power from your legs.
Yeah, it's good power from his legs, but you don't punch with your legs.
You don't?
Well, when you swing it,
you use them, but
I mean, doesn't it give more momentum to your punch?
They give you a little bit more momentum, but just because they're big doesn't mean a thing. That does not convert into punching power. There are guys with big legs that can't punch at all.
For him, it has, though.
Well, for him, it has when he was bigger. 5 years ago.
Gotcha.
Okay, so Roy Jones, I know you're not supposed to make a pick, but you're making a strong case for Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Well, my case is that he's a bigger guy. We got to look at the realism of the situation. He's a bigger guy who's tall, who really could take a jab and basically nullify Pacquiao, like he did with Marquez. And this is no joke about it. This is just what the truth is. People like me and George Foreman, we love to fight guys shorter than us because a short guy don't really have a chance usually because we neutralize him with a jab.
So is there a better chance of Floyd knocking out Manny than Manny knocking out Floyd?
Yes, it is. That's all I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Floyd has the better chances.
All right, we can't ask any more questions. We got to get you out of here according to your people. Roy Jones Jr., thank you so much for being here. It was great. When we come back, Game 6, San Antonio. Can they close it out? NBA after the break. How are you? Okay, so you are... Mike Tyson was there, and he was sitting in the back where reporters were, and they asked him if he wanted to move to the front, and he said, I try to stay as far away from dirt as possible. He was then asked about Mayweather being better than Muhammad Ali. His words, Mayweather's words, he writes, the guy is going around saying he is better than Ali. I don't want to hear that expletive. When asked about Floyd, he said this. I was always told by my mother that if you can't say anything nice about someone, don't say nothing. All right, Stephen A. Mike Tyson clearly is not a fan of one Floyd Mayweather, but let's talk about these comments specifically. Inbounds or out of bounds?
Well, they're not out of bounds because it's Mike Tyson. They're not out of bounds because he's the former heavyweight champion of the world and he's earned the right to feel any way he wants about a fellow pugilist. It's not my place to say that about him. And not only that, in defense of Mike Tyson in this regard, there are plenty of people who have befriended Floyd over the years that found themselves having a problem with Floyd later on. 50 Cent was one of them. He'll be on the show tomorrow, even though I don't know what the situation is. I think they've made up, but at one time it wasn't that way. So from what I'm told, Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather have had their outs. But I don't know. All I can tell you is this. Mike Tyson, did it seem disrespectful? Sure. Calling Floyd dirt? Obviously disrespectful, because Floyd could turn around and easily say something like that about Mike Tyson, okay? But the flip side to it is that you find a lot of boxers that would be absolutely appalled for anybody saying that they were better than Muhammad Ali, because a lot of fighters, even in this day and age, believe they are where they are today because of the sacrifices Muhammad Ali was willing to make. That could be where this is emanating from. I don't know. I haven't spoken to Tyson about it, but I didn't find it as out of bounds as everybody might perceive it to be.
I'm with you about the Ali remark. When I believe Floyd said it to you in the All Access.
Yes, he did.
I said it wasn't just disrespectful to Muhammad Ali. It was blasphemous because this man is on the highest pedestal to me in the history of sports. He was the greatest in every way, shape, and form to me. And so when you go to that level of disrespect, it goes into blasphemy, and I get where Tyson would be offended by that. The rest of it, I don't know what their personal beef is, because obviously when Mike Tyson was heavyweight champ, he wasn't exactly a role model himself. So I don't know where the dirt came from.
The other part to it, though, is this. Floyd specifically said on the All Access, he didn't mean any disrespect. He just he refuses to be brainwashed into believing Sugar Ray Robinson or anybody is better than him. So that's how he feels. He doesn't believe he's being disrespectful because he's not saying Ali wasn't great. He's just saying, I'm the greatest.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be here tomorrow. Again, our guest will be 50 Cent as well. as well as Jamie Foxx. Please join us. First Take is on the road in Vegas. We want to thank you guys so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think we have some veterans in the audience. Thank you guys so much for coming. We'll see you tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific, right here on ESPN2. Have a great day, everyone.